10 or 12 years old with maybe 8 or 10 of my songs in there. I've been, writing ever since I found a pencil.
At what age do you plan to retire? Willie Nelson is 90 years old. Although he is still performing and releasing albums behind the spotlight, his life is filled with an indescribable sadness. What makes him choose to stay busy instead of resting? And is this his way of escaping loneliness? Let's take a closer look at the dark side of an icon's life. Tragedy of youth. In 1991, Willie Nelson faced an unforgettable tragedy. His son Billy Nelson chose to leave at the age of 33. The loss was a huge blow to Willie, and he once shared that the pain never went away. During times when he felt like he could not overcome it, Willie used music as a means of healing, expressing his sadness and deep emotions through songs. The cost of the pain was huge, but music became a balm for his soul. Willie's illustrious career did not mean financial stability. In 1990, he was charged by the U.S. Internal Revenue Service with more than $16 million in unpaid taxes. This was a huge blow to his life, and to solve this financial problem, Willie released the album, The IRS Tapes, Who'll Buy My Memories? A special album where all the profits would be used to pay off the government's debt. This was a bold and creative move by him in the face of a financial crisis, but at the same time, it was a testament to Willie's resilience and never say die spirit. In addition to financial difficulties and losses, Willie Nelson also went through 4 marriages throughout his life. These marriages, although many times, did not always bring lasting happiness. His marriages encountered many difficulties due to incompatibility and especially the pressures of a life of constant touring. Willie himself admitted that he was not the perfect husband. Balancing his passion for music and family responsibilities was a big challenge, and this often affected his relationships. Willie Nelson, at 91 years old, deals with health issues that would stop most performers half his age. All the same, this legendary musician keeps touring and recording. What did he face? Health struggles and slowing down. The reality behind Willie Nelson's stage presence tells a complex health story. The country icon lives with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, pneumonia, and type 2 diabetes. His respiratory health declined after years of smoking. He had to cancel a concert in 2012 due to high altitude and emphysema-related complications. He went through stem cell therapy in 2015 to improve his lung function after multiple bouts of pneumonia. His breathing problems have become more noticeable in the last several years. I have abused my lungs quite a bit in the past, so breathing is a little more difficult these days, and I have to be careful, Nelson told KSAT News. Hit him hard what in 2020, which took friends as soon serious turned into a toll on his health. I woke up on the bus struggling to breathe, Nelson remembered about his COVID diagnosis. His wife Annie described the serious situation. I had a nebulizer on the bus. I started everything I could at that point, including Paxlovid. He had the monoclonal antibodies. He had steroids. Things got so bad that Annie turned their home into a makeshift hospital. She revealed, there were a couple of times when I wasn't sure he was going to make it. Nelson had to cancel appearances at the Outlaw Music Festival tour in June 2024. He was not feeling well and per doctor's orders had been advised to rest for the next 4 days. His social media reported he was not feeling well just 2 weeks earlier, and doctors told him to rest again. He bounced back and performed at his annual 4th of July picnic event in Camden, New Jersey. Nelson adapted his performance style to work with his health challenges. He needs help getting around the stage now. He's walked to and from the member of the crew, as there are a lot of cables that could trip him up, and one fall for someone his age could be disastrous, an insider shared. People noticed him looking wobbly while being escorted onstage by a burly cowboy during one show. His singing style changed too. He might not have his younger years' vocal range, but Nelson has found new ways to express the soul of the words that, if anything, allow one to rethink a tune they've long since committed to soulless, rote memory. He adjusted his singing technique to help with breathing and sometimes sits in a chair during shows to save energy. Nelson's family plays a vital role in his performing career. His family is close by and watching him like a hawk. Willie has the best support team and he's much loved by everyone, a source mentioned. They help between sets. They're doing what they can, hovering over him, making sure he eats and gets enough fluids and rests between sets. Nelson stays philosophical about his physical decline. His body may be breaking down and feebler than ever before, but he's got the spirit of an eagle, one insider noted. Nelson keeps it simple when asked about these challenges. I'm 91 plus, so I'm not worried about it. I don't feel bad. I don't hurt anywhere. I don't have any reason to worry about dying. Nelson's tour planning now includes more rest time. His team schedules recovery periods, knowing that health needs come first at his age. Nelson said he would rather die doing what he loves than in hospice care, proof of his steadfast dedication to music despite time's effects. And maybe that's why he changed. From outlaw to elder. Willie Nelson's journey from country music's most famous outlaw to a respected elder statesman reflects the most significant changes in his lifestyle. The iconic musician, now 91, has changed the habits he was once notorious for. His simpler, healthier lifestyle has helped him live longer. The extreme lifestyle that made Willie famous is now a thing of the past. His health has become a top priority, so he has given up both alcohol and cigarettes. It's added a few days to my life, I'm sure, he told People magazine of his decision. Willie's drinking habits used to worry those around him. I don't drink as much as I used to. I still have a shot of tequila now and then, but not like I used to, he said. This radical change came decades after he admitted, before I smoked, I drank a lot, and I probably screwed a lot of people over. His tobacco addiction nearly killed him. When I was a kid, I smoked everything I could get my hands on, and over the years, it almost killed me. I had a collapsed lung, Willie recalls. He used to smoke up to 3 packs a day, which had a huge impact on his breathing. A health scare prompted him to quit smoking for good. I rolled 20 and threw them away. I haven't smoked a cigarette since, he says. While he quit smoking, Willie's relationship with cannabis evolved. His son, Lucas Nelson, explains that his father may have stopped smoking but still enjoyed it through other means and methods. Willie's approach to food became simple but effective as he grew older. I just eat oatmeal in the morning and bacon and eggs at night, he told Southern Living. This simple meal plan is the lifeblood of his daily routine. Oatmeal starts his day off right, and he never skips it. His dinners consist of breakfast classics, and he loves soft-boiled eggs. I don't think you can fix them in any way that I don't like, he said. His daily routine also includes protein shakes to keep him going. Willie's taste buds have evolved from his old Southern favorites. I used to eat chicken fried steak and enchiladas and all that good stuff. Now I have to pay attention, he told The New Yorker. His current focus is on eating healthy, choosing foods that are natural, nutritious, and free of chemicals. Exercise is a big part of Willie's health routine. If you want to live a long life, you have to take care of yourself, he says. His approach remains simple. You pay for today every day. As you always hear, if you don't use it, you lose it. You have to move. So every day I'll go for a run or a walk, do sit-ups, just a little something to pay for today. Willie's commitment to staying active is evident in the fact that he continues to practice martial arts, even in his 90s. Yoga helps him maintain flexibility and manage stress. Performing music also keeps Willie healthy. Your lungs are the biggest muscles you have, so singing is healthy for me, he explains. This attitude explains why he's still touring and performing with great energy at 91. Health challenges like emphysema and COVID-19 haven't stopped Willie. His formula for longevity combines practical health habits with a calm acceptance of aging, a balance that works well as he enters his 10th decade. Life as a living legend in your 90s brings unique challenges. Willie Nelson faces the emotional weight of outliving his contemporaries, which feels harder than any physical challenge. He has said goodbye to countless friends, bandmates, and family members over the years. How have these losses affected and shaped your life? Loss and loneliness. Nelson's list of losses reads like country music's royal family. He mourned close friends Chris Christopherson, Toby Keith, and Loretta Lynn recently. His inner circle grew smaller with longtime drummer Paul English's death in 2020 and his elder sister and touring pianist Bobby Nelson's passing in 2022. "I've lost a lot of good friends," Nelson shared in a recent interview. Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings, and Guy Clark's deaths left big gaps in their lives. His family losses hit hardest daughter Renee Butts and sons Billy and Willie Jr. Christopherson's death in September 2024 left Nelson as the last surviving member of the legendary country supergroup, the Highwaymen. If you just take the music part of it and go back to Waylon and Chris and John and all of us working together, Highwaymen, and then I am the only one left. That's just not funny, Nelson lamented. His sister Bobby's death at 91 struck especially deep because of their lifelong connection. She played in the family band for nearly 50 years. Willie once wrote, "If I were the sky, Sister Bobby was the earth. She grounded me." Their bond included not just music but shared grief. They both lost children in the early 1990s. Nelson's remarkable longevity carries a melancholy undertone from these accumulated losses. "The grief has never gotten easier," Nelson confessed. "We all have to go through it in various ways, and each time it is just as bad as the last time." His stoic nature shows in how he handles grief. After Bobby's death, their understanding of loss ran deep. "It wasn't that we had long talks about our grief. That's not Willie's way," Bobby once explained. "We didn't have to talk about it. We knew." Nelson finds comfort in his remaining family members. His wife Annie, 67, and musician sons Lucas, 35, and Micah, 34, perform with him and provide vital support. "Willie has the best support team and he's much loved by everyone," noted one source. People close to Nelson see the emotional burden he carries. Willie says the hardest part of living as long as he is seeing his friends and musical contemporaries leave before him. A friend shared, "He knows he's fortunate to be living such a long life, but the sense of loss is just overwhelming. It's a heavy cross to bear." These losses have brought what observers call an uncommon sense of melancholy as he grieves. His recent album Last Leaf on the Tree reflects this feeling, acknowledging his position as the last survivor among many musical friends. Nelson keeps his philosophical perspective intact. "I don't have any reason to worry about dying," he mused. "I don't know anybody who's lived forever." At 90, Willie Nelson should have retired and enjoyed his peaceful days away from the limelight. But he continues to stand on stage, singing as if time had never passed. Is it because of passion, or is there something deeper? Why does he keep performing? Willie Nelson's passion to perform stays strong despite physical limitations and personal losses. The iconic musician still plays about 100 shows each year. Most people would have retired long ago, but Nelson keeps touring extensively. His steadfast dedication to live music surpasses what we normally expect. Performing isn't just a profession for Nelson, it's his lifeline. "I do enjoy it. I'd be lying if I told you that it was even hard work," he confessed. This genuine joy drives him and rewards him, creating a cycle that keeps him on stage. Nelson's connection with his audience gives him a powerful psychological boost. "I get the feeling people feel I'm fighting some of their battles, whether it's through music or whatever. They appreciate that a lot," he explained. Each performance becomes something bigger than entertainment through this mutual exchange of energy. Nelson's son, Micah, shared the most revealing insight during his father's 90th birthday celebration. "I don't think my dad would have made it to 90 without all of you. The music is what keeps him alive, and you'll keep the music alive. This truth shows that performing isn't just an option for Willie Nelson, it's vital to his existence. His heartfelt bond with fans shows up in real ways. Nelson's 90th birthday celebration at the Hollywood Bowl featured over 50 artists and sold out both nights. One observer captured the moment. When Willie sang, "If I die when I'm high, I'll be halfway to heaven," I believed that he already was there, truly living the life that he chose and being lifted by the cheers of generations of those who love him. Creativity sustains Nelson's life. "I think I need to keep being creative, not to prove anything, but because it makes me happy just to do it," he explains. "I think trying to be creative, keeping busy, has a lot to do with keeping you alive." This mindset turns his touring into a life-preserving activity rather than work. Nelson answers questions about retirement with his typical straightforwardness. "All I do is play music and golf. Which one do you want me to give up?" He adds with humor, jokingly, "I retire after every tour, but I'm always ready to go back again." What keeps Willie Nelson going strong on stage at 90? It's no coincidence that Willie Nelson can continue performing at an age when many people have retired. 3 main factors keep him strong and energetic. Performing with his children is an important part of keeping his passion alive. There's nothing better than having your kids playing music next to you on stage. There's no comparison, he shares proudly. Willie maintains his fitness routines, such as cycling, swimming, and martial arts. These activities help him stay in shape when he has to travel constantly and stand for hours on stage. Instead of hotels, he chooses to live on his comfortable tour bus, which has everything he needs. "I love my bus. I don't have to go to a hotel anywhere. It's not a bad life," he says softly but contentedly. Nelson's creative spark remains bright. He released his 70th studio album in 2020. His son Lucas believes confidently, "I think Dad's gonna live to be 108 years old if he wants to." Willie Nelson's life was full of trials and sorrows, but he stood strong and continued to dedicate his music. Do you have any personal stories that you would like to pass on to future generations about the motivation to live? We believe your story will most likely save many souls. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more interesting updates. Thank you and see you in the next videos.